Time now for our regular daily fact-checking segment, Truth or Fake, and today we're joined by Emerald Waxwell. Emerald, Ukraine then has been suffering massive power outages for weeks now because of Russian attacks on electricity infrastructure, and a satellite photo that's been widely shared on social media appears to show the result of those outages across Ukraine. Tell us more about that.
Yes, so this satellite photo of Europe appears to show Ukraine here plunged into total darkness, as if all the lights in the country had gone out. They have absolutely no electricity. It's been doing the rounds on social media. Here it is in English and in French on Twitter. And reactions ranged from condemnation to Vladimir Putin for inflicting this kind of damage on ordinary Ukrainians, while pro-Putin accounts used it to congratulate the Russian army on what they called a successful strategy. But the photo seemed a little suspicious. It appears the country's in a total blackout, and it looks too neat. The borders, the lights go out exactly along its borders. So to check its authenticity, we used a forensic analysis tool developed by Invid We Verify. And it showed us that the compression area around Ukraine has a different level of compression than the rest of the map, which indicates that the photo has been manipulated. So that was the first clue. We then did a reverse image search, which is just here, and we came up with it came up on several stock photo sites, including this one. And we can see that does appear to be some lights on in Ukraine. And actually, the photo dates from the 7th of December 2012, and it comes from NASA Earth Observatory. So it's actually not for a current photo. It's from 2012, Angela.
OK, so that photo is a fake, but the power outages are really happening, are they not? Can we not see them from space?
Yes, well, so indeed, the power outages are, of course, real. Ukraine is currently seeing disruptions, many disruptions to its power supply. Here are some photos taken by Reuters of Kyiv last week. Indeed, our correspondent in Kyiv, Gulliver Cragg, reported that the capital was also facing lengthy outages today. And the state grid operator says a third of Ukrainians are currently without power. But they're not as visible from the sky as all that. And we used NASA World View, which is a very cool satellite image site, which shows the world at any given date, and you can zoom into particular countries, which is what we did with Ukraine. And we looked for it on the 23rd of November, which is when the fake photo started being shared on social media. And here it is. As we can see, there are quite a few cities in Ukraine which are still, there's Kyiv, still lit up. So it's not in total darkness, at least on the 23rd of November. But then we thought we'd compare it with before the war. So these photos, the one on the left was taken in January, before war broke out, and the one on the right is from November. There is clearly a difference. It's much darker now, but it's less visibly impressive than the total blackout we saw in the fake photo. So it hits less hard if you're trying to make a political point, whether it be pro or anti-war. Angela.
Indeed. OK, thanks very much, Emerald. Emerald Maxwell there with Truth or Fake.